Yeah, Lenzerheide, first race of the season. Pretty cool to turn up, have the new pits. It looks absolutely fresh, like dreamy.
It was the first race that the whole team was together as one, really, as Louise was in New Zealand for the whole year. It was cool, the whole vibe was good, it was good to have everyone together.
The dream combination of everything, really. Like, I feel so comfortable on the bike, had loads of testing over the winter. Also, obviously, the tyres, they're really good. I'm so happy we are on Continental tyres.
So we drive to the show and we shout, we don't know how it goes, so good to feel the rush again.
Yeah, so coming into like Lenzerheide, I was pretty nervous because like I put a lot of work into the off season. Like I didn't really fuck around like I did previous seasons. I put my head down and actually did it. So I was pretty nervous coming into that because I was like, oh, if I don't deliver and I put all this work in, is it really just, and then after the season before getting a podium and a few top 20s, I was like, oh, I kind of want to deliver. So I was pretty nervous coming into that one, and not a crazy amount of proper like downhill track on the time. So I was like pretty nervous. I just kind of wanted to get top 20.
World Cup and clip. So yeah, I had a really good day. Had a great week actually with the team, but yeah, it just wasn't my race run really. So I was hoping to get through to the finals, and I started off a bit messy. I unclipped in one of the corners, got back in thankfully, and then started to pick up a bit of pace through the off camber, and then crashed right at the end. So it just came out of nowhere.
I wouldn't say it was the most ideal start for me. I was sick the week before, and I think I just came into Lenzerheide a little bit tired from that. I obviously still tried to give my best. It felt still pretty good on the track, and I think I missed out. I qualified, but then missed out for the finals with I think maybe half a second or so.
That race, it was the first one for me back since the last season, because I left last year with being injured really. But no, it was good. It was good enough. The field was pretty packed. I think I was less than second off qualifying, which is a shame. But from there I was planning just to build and build and build, and that was the plan. And that's the best I could do really.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad week. 22nd in qualies, obviously, which was decent, and then 19th in semis, which was to get in was the main goal. And then I was planning to hammer it down a bit more for finals, but settled 22nd. The run was good. Obviously, it was pretty smooth, which I was quite happy with. Nothing crazy. So to be that consistent was like, it was real nice to be consistent for once. Pace is definitely there, and like it's nice knowing I haven't got like heaps of downhill time, like proper tracks, compared to a lot of boys since the Red Bull camp. So obviously with a bit more prep, I think definitely up there. And yeah, no, it's a good start to the season.
You take Continental from day one. Without Continental, you know, we would probably not be having this conversation. Oliver gave us the chance 3 years ago to basically take a couple of kids and give them the opportunity to ride World Series. They've been really good, so a big shout out to Oliver and Kelsey and the rest of the team. Nukeproof have been an incredible brand to work with. I think the current frame, the Descent, is, they've nailed it this time. That's a really good bike. You know, these guys are putting those bikes through their paces, and they've been performing every time. Big shout out to all of the SRAM guys this year. They were really, really good. Nothing's been a problem. The support of product, as well as the technical support at races and the technical support before the season started to get the bike set up, super. I couldn't thank them enough. They've done a really good job.
So basically from Lenzerheide we were straight into Leogang in Austria. One of my favourite tracks. Every time I've been there it's been soaking wet and it's class to ride. It's real steep, proper track. That was a sick track. We got there and it was sunny, warm, it was nice. It was the first time I've been there in a few years now while it was bone dry. The track's always been a muck fest, real steep, and yeah, this year was the first time it was like dusty, hard pack in the woods, which was cool. So it was cool riding that bit of track fast instead of it being slow and stuff.
I remember it was dry for the first time in a few years. Actually made it for the first time in Leogang through semi-finals, so qualified for the finals in 10th and then also got 10th in the race, so I had 3 10th places that weekend. I think that kind of made me realize I was still very far off from where I wanted to be, because I was still like a little bit far off from, let's say, the positions in front of me. But then at the same time, I was happy to make that progression, even if it was just a small step. And all in all, like, I think for that time, the goal was making it into semis or making it into finals, going through semis. And yeah, all in all, it was, I think, a positive weekend.
Yeah, Leogang was a good one. That was my second best result ever, or no, third best result ever in Leogang, with an 8th place and then being 0.4 off the podium. So I was like, and it was a complete dry weekend. It was pretty, so it was nice to, yeah, definitely nice to be so close to the box and know what I could actually do. And I had a pretty solid run, and I was just super fired up after that round and just so eager to get back at it. So that weekend was pretty perfect, and 14th in semi-finals as well. So it was just a nice, yeah, it was a really nice mixed weekend just to build in. And then I think I got into the protective status. I think I was sitting 14th in the overall then. And it was just, yeah, it's a pretty sick weekend. I would have loved a podium, and that kind of got me pretty fired up to get a podium being so close. But it was, yeah, solid week.
Crankworx Innsbruck has always been a pretty close one to us. We've always enjoyed doing it. So I had headed there with the 2 girls this year, and just done exactly that. Just had a great time on the bikes. There's always something to do there. You're going from dual slalom to the downhill track, and then throwing massive whips on the whip-off jump. It's just a wicked, proper chilled atmosphere, just hanging out and having a good time and riding bikes for how it all started, really. Just having a good time. So yeah, it was mega.
Yes, we just finished our race runs at Crankworx Innsbruck downhill. The timing isn't working, so we're assuming we're in first place. Yeah, the suspense is killing us, but it was a good run, better than my seating. Still a bit slow, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it'll be enough.
I get on well with Val It's real rough, super gnarly track, and yeah, I was riding good in practice, and then I think it was my last run I was going for like a full run, and I was coming over a section. I think my front wheel just came offline a little bit. I crashed. I was coming over a stump, and my pedals or something hit off the stump, and I just got fucked and got a real slow over the bars, landed straight on my hands and everything else, my knee and stuff. Got a scan. They said nothing was broken, but they said I have to get an MRI. That evening I went up to my friend Ike's, his physio, and he just did as much stuff as he could for me. He taped up my wrist for me. Next day, my mechanic PJ and he tried everything for me. We tried putting Velcro on the bar. He tried to cut the grip to make it suit my hand, because my hand was so weak. It was like a shooting pain going up through my wrist. Unfortunately, I had to stop that. I wasn't able to race. So that was that one.
Yeah, even a lot of the people helping the team are like family. So yeah, like Kiki taking photos, and TJ and Becky, and yeah, we just had a really good community. And when you're so far away from your family for like 6 months of the year, it's like extra nice having a really like connected network of people. So yeah, we all come together for this like racing thing, but I feel like it's so much more than that. So yeah.
Yeah, Val d'Isère was, I would say, track was not as challenging this year as last year. Like last year, you probably got into the record books of the most gnarly thing ever. But this year, I wouldn't say mellow, because Val d'Isère is not mellow, but it was definitely more fun to ride and probably a little bit easier. Valley is my home race. A lot of people there know, a lot of support from the crowd, which is pretty cool. And for me, it was also maybe the last race where I would be national champion, so with the sleeve. So I was really enjoying that weekend. I was wearing my sleeve for the whole week because I didn't know if I would have it for the next race.
Yeah, Val d'Isole was another solid week. I really liked that track. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with, and I was kind of struggling with it this year. Just with some, I think everybody was mechanical. It's a super tough track. But yeah, that was probably my most consistent week ever. That and Lenzerheide. So super consistent week. I didn't really move any positions the whole week, and I think that was kind of, it was just nice to be continuous top 20, top 10 rider, which was kind of something that nobody really said what I was, but that was kind of the main goal coming into it. But it was nice just to, yeah, show us consistent really.
Yeah, I just wanted to go and kind of do a track walk with the other girls. I knew some of them from New Zealand, which was really nice and like relaxing.
To be honest, it looks really gnarly. Like, it's not the run-in, like the run-in looks good, and it is straight, but it just looks like such a heavy landing and pretty far away. So I don't know, I'm unsure.
Hardline was definitely a highlight as well. So I did plan to go and watch Hardline, but I had no ambition to ride, to be honest. It was definitely something that I would love to have done, but it was more of an opportunity I just felt like was beyond me. But yeah, thanks to Tanny and also TJ and a couple other people who were really encouraging, I filled a spot of one of the girls who couldn't make it, unfortunately. Yeah, the environment with the other girls was like super supportive, and yeah, they were really inspiring.
Still see the back of it for ages because it's so long. Yeah. You're like, oh, there's the back, there's the back, there's the back. Okay, now clear. Yay!
Hey, did you get that case off?
So I did.
How could you not like Lou? Just everybody loves Lou. She's just the loveliest person with an amazing talent. You know, Lou rocked up to Hardline. She really likes those types of events, and she hit some of the biggest jumps there. When we go to any event, if there's a 4-cross on or if there's a BMX on, she's there. She'll attack any race, and she always does well. So yeah, she has a lot going for her as a rider.
Louise is just a dream to have on. She's just always happy. And if she's sad, I get sad because Louise is never sad. The vibe, she brings a cool vibe to the whole team. She's always happy, gets on well with everyone. And for her, she had a good year. She had actually a very good year.
Lou is helping me out with things where I'm struggling maybe a bit more, like the jumps, and I hope I can help her out in other things. Maybe she's following me through some technical section or whatever, and it has been quite good to ride with each other, I think. And also kind of going through the mental stuff as much as just the riding on it, because there's also a lot of emotions in a race weekend, and sometimes with a girl it's just easier to understand these kind of emotions and to support each other, and that was really nice.
Red Bull Hardline, first kind of official day track walk. I'd say we're about halfway down for the, about 25-foot jump. Yeah, she's 12, about 13 meters off, and about 13 meters on.
What's 13 meters in feet?
But yeah, no, track's looking good. Obviously today is pretty windy, but it's not pissing rain, so we're pretty lucky on that sense. So hopefully this evening we'll get some hits in on the bottom jumps. That'll be a bit less windy. One thing I like about this, once you get into that little knuckle, there's no going back. You kind of have to fucking hit it. It's not like you can brake last minute because you're gonna fucking die.
Surely you know I am. Okay, we're at Hardline and we're about halfway down the track now. Things are looking pretty good as things can be here. It's obviously pretty gnarly. It's a bit muddy. We've got like a new slippery section at the top, but it all looks pretty sick, to be fair. Liking the look of it.
Yeah, coming into Hardline, I knew there's a few riders missing, like Jackson and Charlie and some of like the main downhill riders competition. So I was like, okay, we can go, like getting fourth from last year, I was like, okay, could we actually go in for a podium or try win this really?
Two of my teammates were there as well, so Harry and Ronan were also invited, and I was really lucky to ride with them on the second day. So yeah, I trust them, they're really good riders, and yeah, we managed to check off quite a lot of the track. Every feature was a bit of a mind game, because on one side I felt like I could ride that kind of style of track, because I love downhill racing, and also it rained a lot, so, and I come from somewhere that's really wet, so I was kind of enjoying that side of it. But the other side of it was all the hype around Hardline, all the like film cameras, and also seeing some of the guys pretty scared about the features. It was a bit of a emotional couple of days.
Pouring rain, but the wind's dropped. We're not going to know if it's doable or not. Just ready.
So we're saying, call it off for today then, yeah?
I wonder if it's.
And that was like the whole goal, the whole weekend. Practice was going well, like got a full run ticked off on the second day, and we're just lapping it out, and it was super sick. And then the weather obviously came in, and it was probably the right call. I do agree on it, because I could be probably still up in that mountain at the minute if we did race. But yeah, it's real disappointing, but it was still a sick week with all the boys. So can't wait for Tassie.
One of the other highlights of 2023 was Whistler. So I love the Crankworks series, so they're really supportive of women, and I've met so many cool people through Crankworks. And then Whistler as a location was really sick, so there's just so much mountain biking history and culture there, so yeah, it was great to ride my bike there and just kind of get stuck in with all the different disciplines. Crankworks downhill track was probably the best downhill track I've ever raced. It was amazing. It was the Stevie Smith Memorial track, and you could just, like, all of it was so sick. It was like racing 4 different types of downhill track. There was big features, there was crazy tech, there was like loam, and then there was like bike park as well. It was incredible. It was a big, very physically demanding, but also really cool. And I managed to get second behind Valley. Downhill is my preferred race, but honestly it's just fun giving everything a go, and I feel like I grow so much as a rider by racing other things like pump track and like even dual slalom, and every format's a little bit different and they just provide different challenges. So it was just a really fun week, and we managed to like ride a bit together as well. And Miranda Miller was there, and she's really cool too. So Whistler was also a massive highlight. I had my best Crankworks results there, but it also led me into World Champs, and that was also exciting. It kind of took my mind off it a little bit because I was nervous.
Just after Hardline, I was like, oh, I'll go ride my bike. I think it was 2 days after Hardline, I was like, I'll go ride the downhill bike. And literally second run of the day was just cruising on a pretty easy track, and just clipped a rock and went like head first into a bunch of rocks. And I was like, well, my wrist is feeling real weird, and it started to seize up and swell up, and I was like, oh, that's a bit odd. So I went and got a scan, and they're like, oh yeah, you've fractured or broken your scaphoid. I didn't want to say anything, and I didn't post anything on Instagram because I don't think it was anyone else's business really. I didn't want to show people I crashed. And then sadly missed Worlds, which I was super disappointed this year. It was just to miss World Champs. I thought, really felt like we'd be on a good one.
So Fort William was World Champs. It's the closest World Champs I've ever had to me. It's in Scotland. We can see Scotland from here basically. So it's only a little 3-hour ferry across and then like a 4-hour drive. It was a cool race. It's one of the best races of the year because luckily enough we got flow style, nukeproof bikes and a few other bits and bobs like bluegrass. We got brand new custom painted frames. We got custom kit from Harry, and we got custom helmets from Bluegrass. First lap, I already know where I'm really going because the rocks don't move, they're all in there and they're staying there for a very long time. It's the same turns. So for me, it's real handy. I can get up to speed within 2 runs.
After having such a strong race at national champs and being mentally really up there, I would say, I was really trying to go with that race mind into Fort William, and I would really said it worked out. I felt really confident. I liked the track, I liked the riding, but then unfortunately I had a flat tire in my race run, which I was really gutted about. But yeah, I think that's also part of racing, and yeah, just try to move on and yeah, to the next one.
I was cool in the start gate, it was quiet, it was sick, and then as soon as you broke the beam, it was just like a storm going off, this wind blowing through your helmet, goggles instantly covered in rain. But it was honestly a sick run, one of my most fun runs I've had. Got down, it came down I think I got top 40 of that one, so it was the first decent result of the year really. So I was stoked. I had everyone there, I had my girlfriend there, I had all my mates, my mum and dad, sister. Was sick. So yeah, Fort William for me was one of the most fun races I've really had of the year really.
I went into World Champs and I was actually pretty sick this year, so I was feeling a bit sorry for myself, and I'm really lucky. I ended up qualifying 16th, and if that was a normal World Cup I wouldn't have qualified for even the semi-finals. So for me it was quite nice, the format's a little bit different, and I knew that whatever happened I would get to race the final.
I was super happy for Lou. Definitely the result she deserved, and at home for her as well. Getting fourth, like she was close to third. Obviously World Champs fourth doesn't really count. I'm sure she could have been top 3 as well. She was ill all weekend, so you kind of think like what could have happened if all these things. But I still think it was a really strong race for her, and she definitely deserved to be in fourth, yeah.
Super lucky and proud to get to race in front of so many of my friends and family. Yeah, I think that was my favourite race because I ended up in fourth, so it was one of my best results, but just having everyone around me to celebrate with was, yeah, extra special.
I'm about to go and hopefully win a big trophy and bring it back and beat everyone else, and then me and Jack are going to be in the finals, and then we're going to have a wee dust up in the old boxer competition.
Have you been training?
No.
Have you been training?
No.
BJ?
I actually haven't.
Come on now.
I actually haven't.
No. Apparently he's been timing himself already.
Oh yeah, this is what I've heard.
Yeah, this is it.
What's that?
Where's your flag?
He's going to do better than me today.
Yeah, might get punched to be fair.
Yeah, I'll get the fucker up over.
Hello everybody! Thanks for coming out to the 2023 Boxing World Championships.
You guys have all seen it before, kind of understand. Okay. So first round,
we got Peter Jones. He's from Ireland. He works for Lou Fergusson and Chris Cumming. Come on out. Peter Jones. And from England, Jack Chapman. From Continental Nukeproof, Ronan, Dunne, and Veronika Widmann's mechanic. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Come on, bud. Hands on the table. Come on, Jeffrey. On the count, 3. 1, 2, 3.
How are you? My name is Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
Go on, Jack. Come on, buddy.
That's good. John, more running commentary. More, grease the seals. Make sure you guys have grease, nicely greased. Come on, Jack! Come on, Jack! Come on, Jack! Come on, Jack! Come on, Jack!
It was good. I think the whiskey threw me off. I was looking forward to the beer, but I couldn't drink it quick enough. What can you do? It was a fair fight. Trying to take my time, but it's quite hard after those boys are gone. Until the tools are real slippy, so you got to watch out for that. I'd say good top tip. Put some paper towel in your hands, because that fucking Allen key, I couldn't even pick the fucker up off the table. So.
What do you have to say about that?
It's a close call. Next time.
Next time.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
Come on, PJ!
Fuck, it's so slippy!
Enjoy the beer, Lewis.
What happened? I fucked it. I clean fucked it. I got too excited and I hit it too hard. Hey, come on,
I
mate.
didn't get too hammered for this one this year, Lewis.
No way! I was fucked either way. Oh man! Shotgun the beer.
Too strong.
It's rigged, mate. It's rigged.
Go on, PJ.
Track's sick. I really enjoyed the track. It was flat out. It was mental, really. It was good. It got on well with practice and stuff. Qualifying, qualifying, I had one big mistake. Came way off line, dropped down into the hedges, kept going, and then that was it, really. At this level of the sport, you can't really have those stupid mistakes, so I didn't make the cut.
I went out to Andorra itself for a week before the race just to ride, gym and get kind of used to the old altitude and stuff. And like the first few days riding, I was like, okay, I'm definitely not racing this race. My wrist, I cannot ride a bike. And then the more I rode and the more painkillers taught, my wrist started to free up and I could actually ride. And by the end of the week then I was kind of thinking I was back up to 100% speed. Definitely wrist was pretty weak, had to wear a wrist brace and stuff. But
I had some good practice with Veronika, so the two of us figured out that she was a lot faster in the top section and I was a lot faster at the bottom, so did some good practice. Track was on a mean, super rough and fast, and went up for seeding or quali to call it. So I was a bit windy at the top, but didn't think much of it, and then dropped in, and one of the other girls, Cammy, had a huge crash off the road gap, so got red flagged, and then she was helied out. We're hoping that she's okay, and then it was just a bit gnarly. Hopefully less stress tomorrow. I don't think I've dropped into a run that emotional or nervous, so yeah, it's only going to be better.
My man. My man.
My gas stuff. I felt really good at the top, ready to go, solid enough. I honestly had a really good run, just came off track. Don't know why, I thought I was focused the whole way down. I don't really remember much of my run, which means I was in the zone, I thought. Just got a bit off balance and then came off the line and went way down low on all the soft stuff. On this track, you might see on the times, but it's ridiculously tight and everyone's going so fast, so there's no room for error, so just trying to plug away, get on. It's tough, really tough. The level is so high at the moment, so try and learn as much as you can. Saying the same thing every weekend, but yeah.
It's the night before the race. Big storm predicted, so we're taking no chances.
We're getting the pits down. I don't know. There's a storm. A storm is coming.
Alright, mate.
Where have the pits gone?
I don't know where the fuck they've gone. Wind or something. They're just fucked off. Nah, we took them down in case the old storm comes. She's feeling grand at the minute. My thought to say she's going to be a lovely day and everyone's just over exaggerating, you know?
Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Had a really good sleep last night. And we're about to go race our bikes. Super early. Feeling very, very blessed.
What time is it?
6:52.
What's the plan?
Doing some warm-ups and I'm probably heading up in like 10 minutes. Yeah,
So-
my race run is like half an hour after practice finished, so not much time.
See that, Tony? Lovely. Thanks. So far, well, looks like it might be in the sun. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Break the point.
I wasn't particularly happy with that week. In fact, I was struggling with that kind of whole block of racing. There was 3 World Cup races in a row. Probably just mentally a bit tired. I can't really say why, but I didn't say like I felt most confident in those in Andorra, Loudenville and Leger, and did get the results I was hoping for.
Pretty dicey conditions. I definitely think I still could have done a better result, but I think, yes. So I think we ended up at 25th or something for that race. So, I mean, it was kind of out of our play with the weather and stuff, which is disappointing. But it was nice to get a 9th in qualities and still know I have the speed after not riding a bike for a month. So yeah, we can't really do much of that.
So yeah, this was a brand new venue for basically everyone. It was my first time there as well. Really cool track, quite like an old school track, flat out, real good woods and stuff. There was a gap that a few guys were doing, and on the qualifying day I went up, did it the first time, kissed the living crap out of it. But yeah, then I pushed back up because I wanted to get it just before I went down, so pushed back up, and it came in too hot. I still braked, but I went to the flipping moon. Seen a friend had a turn in the air, and then just landed and just creamed myself basically. So that morning of qualifying was a bit rough, and then I had to go up for my qualifying run. I was a bit sore, but then yeah, I just tried my best. My arms were just really wrecked really. Towards the end, didn't have much strength. So yeah, I didn't qualify that one. The level of that one was mental again, so yeah.
fun track. I have to say I really enjoyed myself, but then with the rain it was kind of challenging, and probably wasn't riding as confident as I expected to.
My wrist still wasn't broken, so that was kind of, everything's going well. And Louisville track was super sick, really liked that. Was enjoying practice, class track. And then I had a crash in, was it quali day, just before my qualifying run, and pretty big, probably one of the biggest crashes of my life. Just onto my head at pretty fast speed, and that definitely just had my whole body, like it was a dead stop impact, and my whole body was pretty shunned up and just super painful, and I had to take 5 or 6 painkillers just to kind of cope with everything. Yeah, finals just made a mistake up top. I was pushing too hard and then had a big enough crash, but my body was pretty destroyed after that race weekend. That crash before qualifying kind of set the tone, but I was still happy to get some points from it, and yeah, I was still riding quick enough, so I was a bit annoying, but yeah, it is what it is.
After Lunéville in France, we moved on to Ligier. I think it was like a 7-hour drive or something stupid. And yeah, Ligier is a sick one. It was like the festival one of the year.
Ligier was actually a bit better, but I didn't make it into the finals for all these 3, but didn't get a top 10 for these all 3 races. And yeah, probably just was a bit mentally tired. Probably just had to work on a few things, and after I came out from that block of racing, I tried to do that. I really worked on my mental mindset, kind of race mind and that, and it definitely worked out better for coming back for the last 2 races, snowshoe and Mont Saint-Anne.
It was a cool one. All my friends came, and Ligier is a fast track. It is hectic really, and it was bone dry the whole week, and it was hot, so I was struggling with the heat. Whoever had the biggest balls really won that race. I'm not too good with just going flat out. There's just no brains involved, and the times were just absolutely mental, and I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? So I was really disappointed in myself there. Yeah, just the pace there was just too high for me at that point. I didn't know what I could have done to have made that run faster really. I was pretty pissed off with that really. I was quite upset with myself, but it's the way it goes. Sometimes you qualify, sometimes you don't.
Du monde, Louis got a very good. Yeah, he got a pretty good already on the podium. What?
Yeah, the body was just coming into the day, it was just so painful. I did some damage to my hip and I really got checked out, but I couldn't really walk, and yeah, it's coming in super sore, but yeah. Coming in, I think it was top 20 in qualies, which was just happy, it was alright. I think it was a steady enough run, and then I was like, okay, I'm pretty happy the way the pace was going. The bike setup was sick. Me and Jack got a pretty dialed setup on the bike, so we're feeling pretty good. And then coming into semi-finals, I think we got 12th place, which I was pretty happy with that. We'd already solid enough run, and I was like, okay, finals. I was pretty in a good mindset, so I was like, okay, we're going for a podium with this race. You know, probably one of the biggest races of the year. Definitely pushing super hard up top, and then just had a small slide out in the woods, which was pretty annoying because our first splits were looking good, and then it was just such a stupid mistake. So yeah, kind of a bit disappointed, but I was 100% going for a podium run, so I was like, I'm not too disappointed with that. And then yeah, still finished I think 25th or something, so not really a result I care too much about, but it's not too bad with a crash really. I think I was sitting 16th in the overall, so I didn't really change between 14th and 16th in the overall. I was just kind of in between those positions, which I was still super happy with, considering I had 2 crashes in a row at each race. So yeah, can't complain.
Got a flight from UK to America to West Virginia. So we're back there again. I like I love the place. The track's good. It's not a proper fit. It's not a really physical track, so it's good for me.
Snowshoe and mountain tennis have always been one of my favorite tracks. I had my career best result in snowshoe with a 3rd place in 2019, so I think tracks are also combined with memories, good memories. If you had good times on a track, then it's kind of easier. I also had a big injury in snowshoe, but I wouldn't say it affects me as much as I'm kind of getting the stoke out of it, that I had a good memory on it.
So it's just waiting at the bottom, waiting and waiting, and I think at this point I was like 55th or something stupid, and there was like, I can't really bring it back to the tee, but there was 5 or 6 guys left, I'm not sure. I was waiting, I came down to like one of the last guys.
First one. I qualified. I'm getting emotional again. My first World Cup as an elite. Taking me a long time. My lips all tingly in my face. I don't know why. I can't really speak. I just got in 58th. Tried that too many times. I've heard you get the next one next weekend. Heard that for 3 years, along with injuries and other shit. So it's 50th. I don't care where I qualified for my first ever Elite World Cup, so I'm absolutely over the moon. So hopefully from here it goes up and up and up.
My boy, CC, he's in.
And Chris qualified. Yes, everyone, the whole team is in. Yes.
Yeah, stoked. I was at the bottom with Chris as well. That was pretty special.
How good?
Absolutely loved it.
Well, even I got emotional about it.
Yeah, oh, so sick. But yeah, so all of us in. Happy days, really. Go hard, I reckon. Yeah, gonna be good. Hopefully the weather stays off. Is what it is if it doesn't, but we'd all like it too.
Well, to be fair, I had a pretty big mistake and I was 6 in the splits before. So I think I lost a little bit. So I'm really confident that tomorrow can be a good day. Yeah, all in all, the whole weekend is going really well. I'm surprised how good it's going, because it's pretty tough conditions. But no, I'm confident for tomorrow, and I really want to be in the finals. So yeah, let's go.
We brought a few bits and pieces with us for America.
Full toolkit this week, is it?
Full, everything and more. That's it. These two fellas, that's it. That's all you need, buddy.
That's how simple Nukeproofs are to work on, eh?
It's how simple I am.
Harry qualified, Louise qualified, and Veronika qualified. It was the first time ever that the team really qualified as one. So that was pretty cool. And then the next day was race day. So my first race day as an elite male. I was just stoked to be there. I had no worries of like crashing and not qualifying. So for me, I just wanted to have a good, solid, fast race run really.
I made it into finals. I had an 8th place in the end. I had a really good progression from my riding over the week. I would just say like I'm trying to kind of keep that momentum at the moment to get into Mons as well. Like I know what my goals are, I know where I can be, and I'm really trying to have a good finish to the season.
Did my race run, couldn't have done much better really. Came down, had a sick run, same time, and I came in like 3 seconds ahead of Nico Nolly or something, so I was like, oh, that must be pretty good, guys.
Definitely felt the pressure because getting a result there last year, and it was coming down to the last 2 races without getting a podium this year. I was like, I'm gonna have to deliver at either here or Mont St. Anne's. So yeah, I came into semi-finals and got a 4th place, and I was like, okay, this is a pretty good run, but we've definitely some improvement. Don't think I made any major mistakes, didn't get really sketchy, just kind of fast and smooth, and yeah, pretty much nailed it. And I knew once I was coming into the end, I was like, okay, this is a podium run. It was definitely on point, and then yeah, crossed the line, looked back, and it was green. So yeah, it was pretty perfect.
Second in the World Cup, and Oisin got first. Fuck me, what a day for Ireland.
Ronan got 2nd in the world, and Oisin got 1st. That was pretty cool. And Chris qualified, and Veronika got top 10. It's been a good day.
What can I say? What a weekend.
Not bad, is it?
An emotional roller coaster. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So proud of what Ronan's achieved, what Oisin's achieved, what the whole team's achieved. You know, it was a massive weekend for everybody, massive weekend for Chris. You know, absolutely. Hopefully, it will set him on the right path. But look, today for mountain biking in Ireland, huge, absolutely huge. Like Ronan's had a amazing couple of years. You know, he really has. He puts so much effort in during the off season. He works really hard, both on the bike and off the bike, and you can see that coming through. Real focus, real determination to be the best he can be.
He knows what he wants. He knows he's gonna get there earlier or later, and I'm absolutely happy for him. I admire him for that, for this kind of focus, being so focused.
It was meant to be me, my dad, just going off to race World Cups, but we found out we needed 2 riders to register the team. Then I was like, why don't we ask Ronan Dunne? I was like, Ronan, me and my dad are starting a team. Do you want to be on it? My dad brought me and him all over the world. Even when I was injured, broken up, I went home. My dad still drove Ronan around everywhere. To be able to give Ronan a platform, to get to where he is now, for him to be one of the top riders in the world, top 15 or 12th rider in the world, it's amazing for us, it's cool.
Last year, snowshoe was a 4th. That was incredible. This year was unbelievable. You know, to have him coming down in 2nd position at this level was just unreal.
So yeah, we're in Canada, vibe's good, everything's going to plan. My first time there on the new track, I was there as a junior, I think when I was 16, so it was my first time there in a while. Last year I was injured as well. And yeah, got on well with the track, loved the track actually, it was savage, it was good, just straight and fast. My splits were good, I think I was 43rd in my splits. And then towards the end, like, I passed all the hard stuff. It was literally a right-hander, a grass road, left, right, and that was basically it. On that left-hander, the whole back end just completely just went, whoa, stepped out. And yeah, that bit cost me so much time, which I was like, yeah. So to finish off the year like that, to not qualify over something absolutely stupid, really wasn't a good one.
Started off, broke my shoe after, I don't know where I broke it, somewhere the new section in the middle, and that was a bit annoying, but I still riding alright, didn't really hit lines. And then after Stevie's drop, the right hander just took the front, got high-sided and landed on some rocks. All good though, the run top bits didn't feel that good, but I was actually 4th in the first 2 splits, so I'm gonna, that's pretty happy considering I didn't think I was riding that quick, and then died. But we don't get points in qualities anyway, so it really, I just got a sick crash clip.
We're in. I was 56, so only just. But it was all good. I just rode really stiff, a bit annoying. But can't really be that annoyed, there's no points for qualifying and I wouldn't be around there usually anyway, so happy enough to just get through to tomorrow, so yeah, happy.
My run was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Felt a bit tired, and I kind of had to tell myself, "Come on, don't make too many mistakes now." But overall, it was pretty good. And I mean, I'm sitting in 7th, so best result of the season for now. So I'm really happy.
I got punctured in the first split, and then had to ride my bike down the rest of the trail off the track, so yeah, not a great day. Really struggling yesterday, and then today I started to feel more myself and actually riding properly, and I was gelling with my bike a lot better, so I was kind of excited for it. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Almost wish I had had a big crash just to kind of like feel justified. And not how I wanted to finish the season, so it is what it is. And yeah, had a bit of a cry. Now I feel a little bit better, but I'm glad I'm not injured for the off season, and yeah, it's just nice to have the whole team behind me.
Semis, I think, yes, because semi I wasn't protected, so I was like, okay, we've no points in semi-finals. Literally just cruise through, make sure nothing goes wrong, because we were having a few mechanicals that weekend, so I was like, just make sure we get into finals for the last round. Yes, we got into semis, and then for finals, the weather was changing, it was raining and stuff. I think everybody had a wet track though. But yeah, finals, I pushed super hard and was super happy with the top split. It was I think I was second place in the top split, which was my best ever, won splits. And then, yeah, obviously had a pretty big crash, but I would have liked to think if I kept on that pace, I would have been up for a podium, because I knew I could only get quicker around the end. But yeah, a bit disappointed to end the season with a crash, but then also I'd like to think, and if I held on to that run, it would have been a podium run, which, yeah, it's nice to be going into next season knowing if I can just ride the way I want to, it's a podium.
Sometimes you have to ride smart, like it doesn't matter if you over the limit and crash, so that's what my kind of trick was today, and yeah, it worked out. I'm happy. Look, this happened today. I don't know. I still can't believe it. Insane. Starting to work today. Just happy, yeah.
Yeah, third place. It's not too shabby, as it left it till right at the end of the season to do it, but yeah, smoked it. Ow.
That was very good. Very happy. Good, perfect end to a great weekend. Delighted for Hero. Killed it. Obviously killed it. Very, very good ride, a very smart ride. She really nailed it in every way. For the team, great podium.
Put this all together, and we all just a big family, and a lot of other people come to the team and they feel like a family, and I think that's just the most amazing part of this team. Yeah, Harry's absolutely amazing. He is, I don't know how he does it. He does like everything plus riding as well, and then even doing well. He can still ride pretty fast. And it's, you know, for us rider, especially being a girl, and kind of he has that understanding of, you know, maybe lines are a little bit different, or maybe we struggle a little bit more with things what, like, for example, Ronan would never think about struggle.
Well, Harry's great. Harry has multiple talents on the bike and off the bike. He's a rider, he's a racer. He has qualified several times this year as well. So he's done really well. He's put a real professional focus as well around the riders, around the pit setup, the mechanics, managing that side of it, the technical aspects that I don't necessarily have a full understanding of.
So Harry really brought me up through since I was 15, 16 really. I met him when I was 15. So he brought me through, he taught me as much as he could, and still is teaching me loads, so it was cool to have him on board for the first 2 years of my World Cup career. And Harry's unreal to me, he's one of my best mates as well.
I'm just super grateful to have the opportunity to travel and meet so many nice people and create like memories that I'll never forget. So yeah, it's really just thanks to the team and Jen and Mark and all the sponsors as well. Like, we had some of the best bikes on the circuit, I reckon, and we just looked the best all the time.
So coming into 2024 season, I would have announced that I will be no longer riding for the Continental Nukeproof team.
That was always going to happen. Like, we started this 3 years ago, and it was simply a good idea, and took 2 kids from Ireland to World Cups, and nobody really knew what was going to happen or how they were going to do or whatever.
For myself, it's the best move to move on, but I'd just like to thank Mark Cumming and obviously Jennifer Cumming and Harry and Chris and everybody all on board, and Rob Shirt, the whole Nukeproof squad. It's been pretty sick for my first team coming into mountain biking. It's been the absolute dream, so it's been pretty sick few years, but yeah, time to switch around.
I wish them all the best. At the end of the day, you know, nothing's forever. Teams move, doesn't matter what sport you're in, people move around. I genuinely wish him the best. I think he is a star of the future. He's doing well, but I think this is just the start. I think he's going to be a constant challenger.
Mark and Jen, the owners of the team, maybe go a little bit under the radar, but Mark has done almost all of the cooking at all of the World Cups this year, amongst being an absolute great crack, and Jen likewise, when she's in the pits, she just brings a whole different vibe to it, and really lightens the mood when there's sort of high pressure situations. She's always there to have a good time and remind everyone why we're all there.
Put this all together, and we all just a big family, and a lot of other people come to the team and they feel like a family, and I think that's just the most amazing part of this team, that we are just so welcoming. And Mark is an absolutely great cook. He puts like a big barbecue up and feeds like everyone in the paddock, whoever comes. Everyone feels very welcoming in our team, and I think that's what it is about. And Mark and Jen, they do an absolutely great job with that, and yeah, we're just a very family atmosphere-based team.
Mum and Dad, I couldn't have a better mum and dad. They've supported me with everything I've done with my life, really. Almost too much, I guess. My dad brought me racing in a camper van for years before I got into a team with Harry. He's been there, he's been chef, cook, mechanic, he's done everything, so he knows the role that everyone has on the team now. Everyone has their own role. Without the help of my dad, myself and Ronan wouldn't be where we are now, really. And yeah, just a massive thanks to all the brands behind us, like Nukeproof coming in with the bikes and everything else they've done for us. Continental have given us endless support and product and the best tyre in the world, as everyone knows.
I would say we are really welcoming to everyone to come in, have a seat, have a drink, chat about things, and I think that is one of the nicest things about our team as well.
Being part of Continental Nukeproof factory racing was really exciting for me. I had this opportunity to learn from a lot of people who have done so much more racing than me, and also they just made my life so much easier.
Enjoy the celebration of how well we've done.
Do it again next year?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. We're getting good at it.